Good afternoon, EagleNick audits, and we are live at the Whitfield County Courthouse in Dalton, Georgia. And we're fixing to go inside and do a Freedom of Information Act open records request on my court trial video, which I still have not received. Now, my trial was October the 1st, 2024. 4 months ago, and I still have not received my video of my trial. Now, I will be going inside in the courthouse in just a minute to do a FOIA request. Open records request with the district attorney's office. And I guess while I'm in here this time, I'm going to go inside to the clerk of the Superior Court of Whitfield County and do a FOIA open records request to the clerk of the Superior Court. But we are live here at the Whitfield County Courthouse in Dalton, Georgia. Hello, Freddie. Hello, accountability for all. Now, my lawyer is located right here in downtown Dalton somewhere, Mr. Joshua J. Smith, attorney at law. I am not being represented this time by the public defender's office, thank God. You know what I mean, Vern. You see these signs says permit parking only, tollway zone, maximum fine $500, van accessible. Now that is this spot right here. Now this is the spot that Whitfield County Board of Commissioners has a problem about wanting to park in that parking spot right here, blocking where people can't get their van out, where they couldn't get their wheelchair out. There we have Mr. Randy Evans, public defender, investigator. An investigator for the public defender's office. Now, he used to be one of the crookedest Dalton City Police Department officers of all time. Now, he was the investigator for my public defender, and they did not do a job worth a crap of representing EagleNick. Now, my rights were violated, all because of the post office right across the street here, because the postmaster, Consuela Long, lied on the witness stand because the district attorney led her to lie on the witness stand and state that poster 7 was posted the whole time from the first time I did my first audit on February the 9th of 2024, when it clearly was not posted until after I went back on Valentine's Day, February the 14th of 2024, and the postmaster said it's out there when I asked her if she had it put up poster 7. Now here is the Board of Commissioners vehicle right here I was talking about. One of them that likes to park around in the wrong place, but they are parked in a good place this time. But it was the postmaster right across the street here at the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia, Consuela Long, who lied on the witness stand, saying that she was in fear of EagleNick when I brought her a rotten rose on Valentine's Day. Now, I brought her a rotten rose to represent the rotten service that EagleNick audits received by our postmaster and our postal service in whole. You know, they called the law on me. Now, I've come to find out that the Dalton Police Department does not have a written security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding with the United States Post Office. So the Dalton Police Department is in violation of federal law when they come onto postal property without a written security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding. Now, I will be making sure that my new lawyer, a real lawyer, brings that up and we get that addressed. Now, I want to see if I can get an interview with Sheriff Darren Pierce, Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, the Sheriff Darren Pierce. And it looks like we got something going on up here. We got a lot of them parked around the back. Hey, I'd like to get an interview with Sheriff Pierce. I would like to get an interview with Sheriff Darren Pierce.
Go up to the sheriff's office and request it. I'm sure you'd be more than happy.
Yeah, I would like to talk to him because, you know, when I was doing the audit, I was on the bridge. He came by while he was running, had his sign in the back.
Yes.
You know, I pushed for him. I voted Republican. But we're trying to get some of this corruption changed of how the Dalton City Police Department is screwing over people like EagleNick audits, violating my rights because I was exercising my rights at the post office. I never committed no crime of criminal trespass. The Dalton Police Department does not have a written security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding with the post office. So anytime they step foot on postal property, they are violating federal law. They are not supposed to be on postal property with a firearm. But I would like to talk to Sheriff Pierce. So does he not have an office here in the courthouse like Scott Chitwood?
There is a office of the sheriff here, and so generally what happens in this office,
yes, sir,
is more like the civil papers come in and more of the I would say like administration for this kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
His big office, his general office is at the sheriff's office.
This is Sergeant Giles.
Yes.
Giles, right?
Giles.
Yes. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
We appreciate y'all. We really do.
Well, that's what our job is, to come out here and help.
Yes, sir. I thank you, Sergeant.
Absolutely.
Y'all have a blessed day. Now, see, this is the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, and that is how they are. They are not like these corrupt, pig-faced Dalton Police Department officers that wants to violate people's constitutional rights, especially the homeless and the poor. Sergeant Giles. Hey, EagleNick audits respects the police, but I do not respect corruption, whether it be in the city, county, state, or federal government. There's another one fixing to pull in. Mighty lot of Whitfield County Sheriff's Department vehicles in there. They must be expecting on taking a lot of people to jail. Now, that is a city of Dalton or a county vehicle right here with the emblem on the side of it. I don't know if that is the Board of Commissioners, Whitfield County Board of Commissioners, or the City Council. But we are fixing to go inside to do a Freedom of Information Act open records request with the district attorney's office for the trial video of my trial, and also with the Whitfield County Superior Court, the clerk of the Superior Court of Whitfield County for the state of Georgia. Now, I hope that my lawyer has received the footage that he has asked for, my court transcript. Now, this looks like a government vehicle right here. That just pulled up directly in front of me. It definitely looks like a police vehicle. We are going to see. It is definitely a police vehicle, but we do not know if it is Whitfield County or Murray County. Got an airplane flying over. I know my head is getting hot wearing this toboggan right here. This is definitely a police vehicle, a government vehicle right here. How you doing today, sir? Pretty good, pretty good. But we are fixing to head inside and do a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act, open records request, trying to get my trial video. Now, we are going to try it through the district attorney's office again, but this time we are going to do a FOIA request through the clerk of the Superior Court, seeing how we was tried through the Superior Court. Now, they still have not provided EagleNick audit with his trial video, and I will be getting that. But we got the bicycle parked up here on the top of the steps, and we are going inside. Now, today is 5 days since I've quit smoking. And I've been quit smoking cigarettes for 5 days today. Now we are headed inside. I'll have to get my billfold out after I get on in there. All bags will be scanned multiple times before entry. They need to. There's a lot of crooks comes in here. And a lot of them work for the county, the state, probably even the federal government. Oh crap, I forgot about the phone.
Just like that. Come on in.
I forgot all about it. I'm wearing a belt and steel-toe boots.
All right. You got you a shave.
Yeah, I sure did.
I guess the winter time's over.
That's how to go incognito.
There we go.
All right, we didn't lose a live stream that time. We're going down here to see the district attorney's office and the clerk of the Superior Court this time, seeing how they want to try us in the Superior Court. But these are real nice fellas with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. They've always been helpful, just like the sergeant was. It was outside around back. Let's see. Clerk at a Superior Court. Suite Inn on the first floor. Now the district attorney's office is right down this way, but the clerk at a Superior Court is on the lower floor. Now we will be going down there to do a Freedom of Information Act open records request, and I believe we're going to go downstairs first, and then we will come back up to the district attorney's office after we go do our Freedom of Information Act with the clerk of the Superior Court of Whitfield County. Now, hopefully we will not lose the live stream this time. Now, I want to show you this poster over here. This should be at the police department. Bunch of cupcakes. I think they're sweet on Nick. Now, this is the public defender's office. The pretender, the public rear-ender who rear-ends the public. Now, this is a magistrate court, but we are not looking for magistrate. We are looking for clerk of the Superior Court. And it did say it was down here, I do believe. See, that is the sheriff's office. 8 to 4. Juvenile court. Probate court. And I don't see, it's funny, I don't see the Superior Court. And I could have swore it said the clerk of the Superior Court was down here on this floor. We're going to have to go back up here and figure out what's going on. I need to figure out where this clerk of the Superior Court's office is so I can go do my FOIA open records request. Be sure to hit that like. Now that is funny. They don't have no directory downstairs here saying where it is, and I don't see it. We're going to have to go back upstairs and figure out what's going on. And it said it was downstairs. Unless I misread it, I'm not looking for the magistrate court or the probate court, even though that's where my court case should have been tried, was in the magistrate court. It was tried in the Superior Court. See, that does say clerk of the Superior Court, Suite Inn, first floor. Well, maybe this is the first floor. Let's see. Yeah, it has to be because the district attorney's right down here, I said. It's P, so N is down this way too. Clerk of the court. Clerk of child court, child support. Clerk of the court real estate. Now here's the DA's office. So that means the other one must be on down through here somewhere. Looks like they're closed. Oh, that one side is open. Clerk of court criminal. And I believe this would be it right here. Hello, is this the clerk of the Superior Court?
Amen.
I need to do a FOIA request, open records request on my trial video.
Would be a video for a trial.
Ma'am, they was recording it. They had it live while I was there. I know good and well they do have trial video.
No, sir.
So they just...
They aren't allowed to have video in the courtroom.
Then why was it on TV in there during the trial? I wasn't allowed to have it, but they had it because they was showing from the jail to there back and forth.
That's,
you know.
That's inter-office video.
Right. That's what I want to do, a FOIA request for that video footage.
It's live. It's not taped. It's just a connection that's live.
And it's not recorded at all.
No, not at all.
Ain't that a little bit illegal? That's a public record.
Sir, that's not illegal.
Now, how long has it been like that? Because you've always been able to get trial videos.
I've never known of a video of a trial.
That's crazy.
Now, there have been trials in the past where they've let news agencies come in and witness what goes on, but they're not allowed to video them.
Okay. Well, we've got a waste of time this time. We're going to have to try to, I guess, go back through the district attorney's office. We're getting to run around again. That's the same thing the district attorney's office said, saying that they wasn't no video when I know good and well they did record it. That is how crooked this court system is here in Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County. It is a kangaroo court system where all they want to do is violate people's rights. But we will see them in court coming in 2 days on Friday, February the 7th, at my appeal. See if we can see the crook that sentenced me up here. I'm sure he's up here. Even though, here he is, even though he'd been retired for 8 years, Superior Court Judge Jack Partain, you see it says retired. He had been retired for 8 years, yet they brought him in to prosecute EagleNick audits over a misdemeanor criminal trespass when I am not guilty of committing any crimes. Now, I'll show you the judge who was supposed to be my judge, if I can find him up here. Here he is right here, who was the district attorney, Bert Poston, who is now a judge. He was supposed to be the judge that I was going in front of, but, he had medical conditions, so I wasn't able to go in front of Judge Bert Poston because EagleNick called Bert Poston out. And I hoped that he was going to be a fair and impartial judge, that he would be for we the people and not for the city and the county. Yes, Freddie, it is definitely tampering with evidence. There was definitely a video live and recorded. They recorded it, They record that so they can use it if they have to use it against you. But then they want to act like, yeah, we didn't record it. It was just live. Hello, Dark Angel, MAGA. Yeah, my lawyer, Mr. Joshua J. Smith, is supposed to be getting the court transcript. He already is supposed to be getting the transcript, or I would have did a FOIA request on the transcript. Now we're gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna show you up here where I was tried at. Now, like I said, criminal trespass is normally handled through the lower courts, magistrate court, and it is usually tried at the Trade Center on top of Dugout Mountain. They chose to try EagleNick audits in the Whitfield County Superior Court. I mean, they went all out against EagleNick. There ain't no telling how much money they spent prosecuting EagleNick audits over a crime that he did not commit. Now, I'm sure they thought that EagleNick would give up and EagleNick would just let it go, but EagleNick does not stop. The use of cell phones by the public is prohibited in the courtroom. So guess what? We're not in no courtroom. Now this is the courtroom right here where I was tried. Superior Courtroom 1 by Mr. Jack Partain, a retired judge who had been retired for 8 years. Yet they brought him in to prosecute EagleNick audits over a misdemeanor charge. And at the very start with, like I said, they charged me with criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less. And because I told my public defender that they would have to drop those charges because they could not show damage because I did not commit any damage, when I actually went to trial, they had me just charged with criminal trespass. Now, criminal trespass is only on private property unless there is a crime. It is just criminal trespass. There has to be a criminal element.
Is there a crime going?
Yeah, there's a crime going. We're up here at the crookedest place in Dalton, Georgia, the Whitfield County Courthouse. Up here at the kangaroo court system. You been violating anybody's people's rights lately? Like I said, he was one of Dalton's crookedest police department officers and one of the crookedest detectives Dalton, Georgia ever had with the Dalton Police Department. Mr. Randy Evans was the biggest crooked police we've ever had in Dalton, Georgia, and I'm sure he's still a crooked prosecutor. I mean, he's supposed to be with the public defender's office, but I can't tell. You know, if they had did their job, I would have never went to trial over a stupid charge that I wasn't guilty of. Yeah, it was definitely a court record. They tried to act like it was just live, you know, they was just live streaming it. But they do not actually keep a copy, a video record of it, which is a flat out lie. That lady is a liar. This whole court system is a lie and a disgrace. But look, you got to realize it. That's how it goes. You will always lose in the city, county, or the state court system. It is only after you kick it up to the federal level where you have to sue for violations of your constitutional rights, because having your constitutional rights violated is a federal crime. It is a violation of federal law. They think they got away with it, but believe you me, they have not got away with anything. They will be held accountable. They will be facing the justice that EagleNick Audits has coming. They've not got away with anything. They think they have. They think they can tell me, oh, there's not no video. They didn't keep a video of it, even though they was live streaming it. They try to act like that they did not keep a video copy of it. But we know how Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County is a bunch of liars. It is a kangaroo court system that keeps the poor and the homeless people incarcerated, violating people's constitutional rights. But they will see eventually that EagleNick Audits does not give up. Now, the district attorney lied to Judge Jack Partain, telling him that I was recording him and his family when they rode by me right here. Now, EagleNick was live streaming for an hour before my trial on October the 1st. I was not recording, I was live streaming, and yes, the district attorney drove in front of me, driving a vehicle, and yes, he got on video. Now, he pulled right down here and parked and got out, and yes, they was on the video. But it was not a video, it was a live stream. I was live streaming. But he had the judge to jump on me. It was all malicious prosecution by the Whitfield County, the Dalton Police Department, and the state of Georgia, because of the postmaster at the United States Post Office right across the road up here from the post office, from the courthouse. Now you see this first spot says maintenance, loading, and unloading only. Yet there is a vehicle parked in that spot, and they are not loading or unloading, period. But I guess we're going to get ready to go ahead and end the live stream and head on back toward the Eagle's Nest. We're going to walk back in front of the courthouse, and we're going to end it here in front of the courthouse. And I'm pushing my bicycle. Now, like I said, that is how crooked, corrupt, and dirty Dalton, Georgia, and Whitfield County is, how they treated EagleNick Audits. How they tried me in the Superior Court, the state court, over a misdemeanor crime that I did not commit, trespassing at the United States Post Office located right across the road from the courthouse, just a little to the south. They brought in a judge that had been retired for 8 years to try me. They brought in a public defender from Atlanta who was not part of the Whitfield County Public Defender's Office. They brought in a special judge. They brought in a special district attorney. They had the district attorney and the assistant district attorney prosecuting EagleNick. I had 2 district attorneys, not just one, both of them bald. And the main district attorney lied to Judge Partain, telling him that I was recording him and his family when I was live streaming. I was not recording, but I was not committing a crime. Now, he may not like it, but I say to you, Mr. District Attorney, if you don't want to be on a live stream, get you a job somewhere not working in the public. You work for me, I don't work for you. You know what I mean, Vern? If you don't know that by now, you will learn it before it is over. When you take a job in our government, whether it be city, county, state, or federal, you work for we the people. We the people do not work for you. But I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. This is EagleNick out it. And we are live at the Whitfield County Courthouse in downtown Dalton, Georgia. Home of the kangaroo court system, the crookedest, dirtiest, and most corrupt court system in the state of Georgia. EagleNick out it. I am EagleNick, and I'm out.